Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have PBW here before you. Still staying in a good old brimming spam England. Once again, we got a hell of a card for you. We're kicking off with a debut, Johnny Gemini, appearing for the first time in PBW, taking on former international former tag team champion, William Black. Now, I think this might be throwing Johnny into the deep end, but I think he's got what it takes to take on someone like Black.
Making his way to the ring, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 207 pounds, Griffin Johnny G.
And here he comes, Johnny G, making his PBW debut. I think his debut for either of my company's brands, whatever the hell you want to call them. And he has a glow-in-the-dark sticker tattoo thing on his knee. But the dude's got a lot of charisma, he's a lot of fun to watch. And an absolute pleasure to work with, Will Kent. Honestly, he's just a really good dude. So we're going to see what he's capable of here.
And his opponent, from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 235 pounds, William Wolf Black.
And here comes the Wolf of War, William Black. You have to remember, he's a former PBW Tag Team Champion, but he's also a former International Champion as of earlier just this year. He's been sort of on the warp after trying to get his face back in the title picture of some sort. And if possible, he will go through the debuting Johnny Gemini to do so. But he shouldn't underestimate someone like Gemini. I always run out of things to say because he has such a long entrance. Alrighty, and here we go. Johnny Gemini William Black. And, oh, Johnny starting his debut. In a good way there, starting with that rolling gloves line. Good shoulder tackle from William Black. And not showing any mercy on Johnny. Good counter from Johnny. Knees right to the back. And looking for a crossface. But forced to let go because there is a rope break in PBW. Good hip toss there from William. And, oh, the punch is right to the face. I'm surprised William didn't break his hands on Johnny's glasses there. Johnny stands up. Big sling blade. And good reverse DDT there from Johnny. Good counter double leg by William Black. William does have a wee MMA background, I think. Stomping on the hands. Oh, right to the elbow. Now, looking to employ some of that, I think, MMA background. Carving Johnny's face up with some elbows. Good counter from Johnny. And big reverse suplex there. Drags William more into the middle of the ring. Just a 1 count. Johnny's holding his own quite well. And, oh, the axe kick. And the delayed snap kick to the back of the head. Good counter there from William. Another good hip toss. One of his go-to moves. And the Black Fang. That could have taken Johnny out. 1, 2. Johnny kicks out though. Has him on the rope. Throws him back in. Because why the hell not? The rope. Big. Lifts him up and now going for the blackout. Just showing off on him. 1, 2. No! Johnny kicks out. Johnny finally showing a bit more life with a counter headbutt. Tornado and Zaguri. The Kumite kick. Now looking for the true Gemini driver. Drags William away from the rope. Wise. 1, 2. No, William kicks out. Johnny's starting to feel a bit of energy right now. Oh, rolls over for an air raid crash neckbreaker. Dropping William face first on the turnbuckle there. And looking for the crossface once again. But I think Williams' foot just about managed to reach under the rope. He got out. Here comes a knee. And into the corner. And series of uppercuts from William Black in the corner. Another one. Hey, another one. And the drop kick to end it. And looking for the wolf clutch. Johnny immediately escaping though. They're going for the pen. 1, 2. Thank God that wasn't it, because I was going to be a bit mad if that move put anyone away. Big shots there from William. And now looking for another blackout. Busted Johnny open. Drags him away from the rope. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. No! Johnny ain't done yet. For a camel clutch. Johnny separates the hands and breaks them. Breaks them apart, sorry. Separates them, sorry. And now looking for the Kumite kick. And William could be out. 1, 2, no. Johnny's face a mask of blood as he looked down the camera there. Now looking for another true Gemini drop. No! William Black with the reversal. And William quite possibly looking for a third and final blackout. A kick. And there it is. 1, 2, 3. William Black. That was not an easy win by any stretch. William Black had to put the work in to put Johnny away. So yeah, Johnny lost his debut, but he impressed by a country mile. Next up, we got a match with some pretty big stakes. So let me find the show card. Okay, so the winner will be part of a triple threat on the Go Home show to determine the number 1 contender for the PBW Women's Championship. Other members of the triple threat will be Catherine Love, who won a match last week, and in the match after this, Taylor Jones, the current Limitless Champion, versus Scout McKenzie. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty big match. I'm looking forward to it because this triple threats are always good, especially with women. I find not like that. I mean, you know, in terms of matches, they're always really good. Yeah.
Making her way to the ring from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Danielle Wright.
And here comes the first competitor of the 3, Danielle Wright, who's been building momentum fairly slowly and more in the background. She's a viable contender regardless, but she has a really big opportunity considering who she's facing against. I mean, Selena Adams is a former PBW Women's Champion herself. Haley Jones has been at the top of the conversation for such a long time now. Danielle Wright, not so much, but she's looking to disprove a lot of that, and she's looking to start here.
And her opponents. First, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Selena Adams.
And here comes Selena Adams, a former two-time PBW Women's Champion. Lost it recently in War of Attrition in a really good match against Valencia. But still, Selena, she's still very much in the title talks. And if she wins this match, she has to go to another triple threat next week. So it's not going to be easy on her.
And from Jacksonville, Florida, Hallie Jones.
And here comes Haley Jones, without a doubt, one of the most exciting performers going. She's sort of like the nearly woman, if you will, of PBW though. She always comes so close and just falls apart at the last hurdle. But she's been involved in a lot of big matches. She was in the Women's War of Attrition match, if my memory serves me correctly. And she was indeed. So yeah, she's definitely worth the title at some point. She hasn't fully put all the pieces together to get there, but I have a feeling that she will. And yes, I am putting most of my faith in it because she has EV attire, and it's so damn cute. So. Here we go. Well, Daniel going right for Haley Jones, so treating her as the biggest threat instead of Selena Adams, who is the current, well, former PBW Women's Champion, excuse me. Selena rolling to the outside, leaving Daniel and Haley to it. And I think Selena should keep in mind that this is not elimination, it is one fall to a finish. And clips Haley with that uppercut. A lot of kicks there, but Daniel eventually catches one. Caught the kick there, did Haley. And this is smart of Haley Jones, work over the legs of Danielle Wright, and to Daniel's detriment, like having the feet exposed is not good because like a lot of her moves rely on her using her kicks. And anyone could easily just stomp on her toes because they're all, you know, the other two women's wrestlers are wearing boots of some sort. So that's really not an advantage that Danielle Wright has. She's definitely the most skilled striker of these three, but that's about it. Good hook and run from Haley. And Danielle still looking for a sneak attack, but Haley staying strong. To the corner. Went for the clothesline, but Haley slipped out of the way. Big clothesline from Haley. And immediately turning her attention to Selena, but Selena catches her with a big airplane sort of spin thing there. Big STO from Danielle Wright. Went for the kick, but Selena rolled out the way, and Selena... Oh! Bit of subversion there. Just put Danielle right back down onto her feet and clips her with an elbow to the back of the skull. If you're pinning Haley right in there to break it up. Went for the spear, but didn't get it. Oh my god! Shot to the back of the head from from Selena, excuse me, and then a shot from Danielle, and Danielle with the right kick to Selena Adams. But that's not it. Looking for another one. 2 in a row. But Hurricane Rana from Haley Jones. Danielle not able to capitalise. Is Haley going to go for the pin? 1, 2. No, Selena kicked out. She had time to. That was 2 of Danielle Wright's finishes. She had just ate, by the way. Haley had that leg lock for a brief moment there. Which is very smart because Selena's biggest moves do rely on her legs. In fact, so did Danielle Wright. I think the only ones who don't might be... I think the only one who doesn't, sorry, might be Haley Jones. Is to say that, Hurricane Rana. And there's that big spear once again. Going for the pin. 1, 2... Danielle kicks out. Selena celebrating right now. Oh my god! Danielle had designs on her submission of sorts, but Selena not letting her even get close with it. And 450 from that far away, Danielle had plenty of times to get the legs up. Big DDT there. Well, smaller DDT, but still. Is that enough to put Selena away? Just a 1? Went for the head scissors. Selena got out of the way. Selena and Haley focus on each other now. Good shot. Good punch from Selena. And Danielle got in the way. Selena hit Danielle with the spear. I don't think that was meant to happen. Big elbows from Haley Jones. Good counter from Selena into that face breaker. Danielle breaking up the pin. And now another right kick to Selena Adams. The Haley Storm. Yeah, I remember that. 1, 2, 3. Haley Jones. So they're coming from behind, but she gets the win, and she will be in a triple threat next week.
Here is your winner, Haley Jones.
Haley Jones picking up a pretty big victory here tonight. And yeah, she will be in a #1 contenders match of sorts next week. Speaking of, the last person to join that triple threat will be decided between these two. Current Limbless champion Haley Jones versus former PBW Women's champion Scout McKenzie. I mean, I have no doubt this is just going to be a straight up good match. I hope.
Making her way to the ring from London, England, the ultra-violent non-stop champion, Taylor Jones, champion.
Now, Taylor Jones, I'm happy to announce she has said. Hang on, let me find it really quick. There we go. Okay. So she will be taking on Selena Adams, because remember the Limitless Champion can pick their opponent and the stipulation. She will be taking on Selena Adams at resolutions per minute in just an all singles match. So Selena could very well still walk out with some gold by that time. She will be there. But yeah, Taylor Jones has held that title for quite a while now. Definitely made it a lot more prestigious. I mean, she is a former Lithuanian champion, so it makes sense she's used to more chaotic meta types. However, she could become double champ by the end of resolutions per minute. We don't know.
And her opponent, from Manila, the Philippines, Scott McKay Z.
And here comes the former, well, a former PBW Women's Champion, Scout McKenzie, looking to crack back into that upper title picture. She's well-travelled, she's a veteran, but she still has the best years ahead of her at the same time, and she can frickin' go. She's been one of my favourite superstars, one of my favourite women's superstars at least for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if she's able to do what not a lot of people have been able to do and beat Taylor Jones. We don't know. Sorry, once again, not a lot to say because long entrance, but there you go. Here we go. Ooh, Taylor Jones with a quick start. Not giving any ease to Scout McKenzie. And good reverse DDT there from Taylor Jones. Good arm drag there. Very smart of Taylor Jones. Good enziguri there, or at least a kick to Scout of some sort. Just a one count there with Taylor Jones not letting go on the throttle just yet though. Drop kick to the back of the head. Now calling Scout up to her feet. And big Hurricanrana. Scout went for a dragon suplex but turned it into beautiful arm lock jam there. Scout McKenzie stomps at the arm, showing a bit of fire now. Scout McKenzie looking for a dragon sleeper. I think Taylor's foot just about slipped under the rope, so she was able to get out. Scout McKenzie quite looking... Oh, I thought she was looking for Apollo 11, an old finisher, but she goes for an elbow drop. 1. Just a 1 count. And the Cazadora into that sort of low angle arm drag. Off the ropes, Taylor ducks under. Oh, went for the drop kick but missed. There's Taylor on the rope. Taylor counters. With a good counter from Scout. Looking for a last chancery. Taylor manages to grab the wrists, separate the arms, and escapes. Big Enziguri. Over the top goes Scout and Taylor Jones. Big slide through. Hurricane Rana. Backcracker. Scout. Big German suplex. Big headbutt. And on drag Spanish fly. Good modification on that. Taylor Jones though, with the basement Rana spiking Scout's head into the mat. Now climbing to the top rope for the 450. 1, 2, Scout kicks out, launches the arm straight up. It's one of Taylor's most powerful moves. A couple of just charges there. Big clothesline too. Gets in the corner. Big kick from Taylor. Now, looking for an abdominal stretch of sorts on the ground. This may be just looking to wear down the arms of Scout. Scout escapes though. Good hip toss. Snapmare. And the WTF dropkick. That could be it. 1, 2. Taylor kicks out. Now Scout. Look for... I think that's the Red Eclipse, I could be wrong. I don't remember the names of her moves. Good reverse DDT from Taylor. Now looking for another 450. Is that enough to put Scout away? 1, 2, 3. Taylor Jones gets the victory. She will be in triple threat next week. What an incredible match between these two. Just straight up, no frills wrestling. Gotta love something like that.
Here is your winner, Taylor Jones.
Taylor Jones picking up big victory. If she wins next week, there is a high chance she could become a double champion by the end of resolutions per minute. Next up we have a tag team match, number 1 contender stuff too. The winners of this match will take on the Peak next week. We have the former tag team champions Lancers versus Pretty Perfect.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 524 pounds, John Spectacular and Caesar Stone Legacy.
And here come the former PBW Tag Team Champions. Now, sticking with the Kano and Jax Mortal Kombat attires, I think. Caesar Stone and John Spartacus. Now, these two held the titles for such a long time in this year, and they lost them to the Painmakers at War of Attrition. They're looking to try and get them back if they can, and it could start tonight.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Jay Hunter and Perfect 10, Peter, the Prime Time Players.
And here come Jay Hunty and Perfect Pete Price, 2/3 of Pretty Perfect. The last third of that, Matthew Ramirez, will be in the match after this against Dr. Wrestling Jr. So stick around if you want to see him perform as well. But yeah, Pretty Perfect have always been they've always been a team that are extremely fun to watch, as you can see from the round 6. But they've never fully reached the top of the mountain in terms of the tag team goals. They have what it takes, there's no doubt about that. But they just need to find a way to fully put together, and I think that could start if they're able to beat the former tag team champions. Jay Hunter with a strong start against John Spikus. Lands a dropkick, doesn't even phase him. Spikus with that big power slam. Good clothesline from Hunty. Spinning kick from Sparta. Runs the corner. Massive clothesline. Just about one count. Spanish fly from Jay Hunty. Good counter from Spartacus. With a good one from Jay. Looking, he was trying to get that tag in. Couldn't fully do it, and Spartacus mocking both members of Pretty Perfect. Well, two of the three members of Pretty Perfect. Double super kick from Pretty Perfect. As Pete Royce comes in, so does Caesar Stone. Caesar gets him with a clothesline there we go. And another one. Right into the corner. Pete Royce really taking it to Caesar Stone. Caesar. Good counter knee. And Pete gets the hot tag. In comes Jay Hunty. Massive clothesline. And another one. And a third. And the stone cutter. But he knows that's not going to be enough. And now the Lance is looking for the Parabellum. And they land it. The spear and the clothesline combo. Two. Pete Price just about breaks it up. Caesar tried to stop him, but it wasn't enough. However, that reverse suplex surely will be. Caesar needs to get out of the ring before he gets his team disqualified. Backdrop suplex there from Jay Hunty. Two big hammer blows. And the spear in the corner. Caesar should sneak a tag in, I think, but doesn't do it. The elbow from Jay. Big clothesline. Jay Hunty. It's over one-man wrecking crew. Oh, twisting Johnny's little spotters. Pin. One. Just a one count. Now Pretty Perfect, quite possibly looking for Kodiak moment. Into the pin. Caesar breaks it up. And Pete Price doing a bit of a dance there. No, pulls Caesar sort of back into the ring, which is a big surprise. That was weird how that shook out, but still, here we are. Sparkus lifting Pete up. Big spinebuster. Kick right to the gut. Big clothesline. Another one. Third. John Sparkus' arms are not to be underestimated. The fall of Rome. Pin. One. Jay Hunter breaks it up though. Good counter from Sparkus to Price. So I was a bit focused on Caesar's actions. He didn't look like he quite enjoyed how that planned out. I don't blame him. I know, fresh off of losing the tag team championships, he's understandably peeved. And Pete Price went for a suplex Sparkus with a good counter. And sort of hangs Pete out to dry on the rope. The Lancers are showing a much more vicious side of themselves in this match. It's a good big boot from Sparta. And right over the top rope, there is a 20 count in play. Big backdrop suplex there. Backdrop driver, excuse me, from Jay Hunty. Good counter from Pete. Big elbows, big shots from Pete Price. And big back suplex too. Right onto the apron. And Caesar was looking for something. But Pete Price with the counter. With the count of 11. And right into the legs. 14. Come on, figure it out. Come on, AI. 16. There we go. Took him a while, but they got there eventually. And now looking for the perfect Pete Price plex, but Caesar counters. Massive clothesline almost decapitates Pete. And now looking for another parabellum. One. Jay breaks it up. Caesar not bothering to stop him. That was a bit weird. Sparkus tried to get Jay out of there, but Jay with a good counter. I think Sparkus was stalking Jay for a moment, but decided against it. That might be a good decision. The Centurion Spear. 1, 2, 3. The Lancers win. Jay was just a second too late. I think he saw Caesar in the corner waiting to spear him. Really good match between these two teams.
Here are your winners, John Spectacular and Caesar Stone Legacy.
The Lancers picking up big win here tonight. And they will be facing the Peak next week. And if it's anything like other Lancers versus Peak matches, it is going to be absolutely mental. You're not going to want to miss that next week. Still, got a couple more matches to go, 2 more. This is one of them. Matthew Ramirez versus Dr. Wrestling Jr. And quite recently, Ramirez picked up a pretty big win over somebody. But still, yes, Dr. Wrestling Jr. is not to be underestimated at all. He beat Shogun, that's who he beat. Okay. Yeah, he's going against the former PBW World Champion in Dr. Wrestling Jr., so...
Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 225 pounds, Daddy Luscious Matthew Ramirez.
Here comes Daddy Luscious Matthew Ramirez now. Worth remembering that last week, while he did get that big win over Shogun, he did have the other members pretty perfect on his side. They're not in this match with him in his corner, they just lost their tag match, so I think, you know, there might not be as much help, they might be feeling a bit down about that, but still. Here's Matthew Ramirez taking on Dr. Wrestling Jr. of all people. And money rains down for him, as it always does.
And his opponent, from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 204 pounds, Dr.
And here comes Dr. Wrestling Jr. Now this man, I mean, I can't talk enough about how much I love him. Everyone does. He's a friend to all children and to all people. Former PBW World Champion, former Open Champion, former World Champion in many other promotions. Now he's not fully seen anything quite that big recently in Year 3. If I remember right, he had a chance in the War of Attrition match. I'm just trying to find out if he was. No, he wasn't. I thought he was. Okay. Ignore me. The Dr. Wrestling Jr. does not eat children. It is really sick. reverse enziguris though. Dragon whip, sorry. Dog ducking under there. Big super kick. Good stomp to the arm. Counter from Ramirez. Big knee. Looking for a dragon sleeper. Quite close to the ropes. I think Doc managed to find it and escape. Big high kick from Ramirez. And for big set out, sort of slam into an armbar. Working over the arms of the Doc. Which could be a small thing. Work on the limbs of Dr. Wrestling Jr. See if he can, doctorate his way out of that shit. Stomp to the arm. Really good focus on the limbs from Ramirez right now. I love it. Over Doc showing a bit of life there. Going for a camel clutch right near the rope. I think Ramirez escapes. I don't think he reached for the rope. Oh, sort of pulling down the mask and going for a Rainmaker DDT. Wee bit of disrespect, but technically pulling down the mask of Luchador is not illegal. Yeah, at least I don't think it is in countries that aren't Mexico. Because this is Mexico, this is England. Just a one count though. And the snapmare right into that knee to the back. And big elbow drop. Super high angle on that. And the double super kick. Big knee there from Dr. Wrestling Jr. And now he's looking for the end. There it is. Looking for the apple a day. To the pin. 1, 2. Ramirez kicks out. Doc looking for another one though. And that has to be it. 1, 2, no! Ramirez somehow kicks out of 2 in a row. Big neckbreaker there. Now Ramirez looking for the heat of the moment. There it is. Heat of the moment. Twitch is gonna copyright strike me. 2. No. Doc breaks out. And Matthew looking pretty luscious right now. Get it? Because anyway, roll through. Oh, good pin there. 1, 2. inventive usage of a bridge pin there from Matthew Ramirez. That looked really smooth. Never catches him with a belly kick. Oh, the calf kick, and that opens Ramirez up. And rolling through it, looking for the general anesthesia. But no, Ramirez was right by the rope. One, two. Ramirez kicks out. It looks like Doc is looking to go big. Looking to apply some open chest surgery. 1, 2, 3. Ramirez is put away and Dr. Rushing Jr. gets a big win. So I'm just more impressed that Ramirez kicked out 2 apples a day, or apple a days, whichever way it's said.
Here is your winner,
Dr. Wrestling Jr. with a big win. And we still have one more match to go. As Dr. Wrestling Jr. celebrates. And here it is, the main event, Alex Graves versus Satoru. Now, last week in the main event, Alex Graves beat current PBW World Champion Yamashita in a non-title match, but still he ran the right through him. Satoru is a former PBW World Champion, so imagine what it would mean for Graves if he could beat another, someone who was a world champion at least. And remember, Satoru is a 3-time world champion. So you could argue that's a bigger accolade.
Making his way to the ring from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 220 pounds, Alex Graves.
And here comes a former Truthless Hero, former international champion, former open champion, and former tag team champion, alongside William Black, who we saw fight earlier tonight. In fact, we saw him in the opening match. Alex Graves looking to strike out on his own here. And he's done really well as a single star, I will admit. He's just looking for that next biggest thing. And that is someone like Satoru, who is a big, powerful son of a gun. And one of the most liked superstars in the ring. Well, wrestling right now, at least. Alex Graves, I mean, he doesn't pride himself on being likable, but he's very intelligent, very cunning. He's got psychology out the wazoo. And if you don't have a psychological wazoo, frankly, you shouldn't be wrestling. You know when you just run off on a tangent and try to think of new things to say as an entrance goes on? That's what happened when I said the wazoo thing.
And his opponent, from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 230 180 pounds, Satoru.
And here comes the mighty, mighty, mighty Satoru Matsuda. We are all strong like Satoru. Now, this man had an incredible year too. Won the over-the-top Royal Rumble, main evented Defy the Gods 2. Won the PBW World Championship. Obviously, he lost in his first defense against Drake Harrison. But that doesn't change the fact that Satoru is a 3-time world champ now. Come on. And not just that, but 2-time main eventer of Defy the Gods, because the first one he main evented against Christian Morales, who won the first ever over-the-top Rumble. And Satoru lost, but still. Regardless, we're going to see what these two can do. We got Alex Graves in his much more technical style here with the chain wrestling versus Satoru's overwhelming power and strength. And Graves with a good start there, wearing down Satoru. Good clothesline out Satoru, big power bomb too. Good shot to the knee there of Graves, but Graves with the counter jawbreaker. Stern gun on the rope. We haven't seen a lot of this tonight, actually, weirdly enough. Usually much more frequent occurrence. When you're going for a pin early, just about a 1 count. And Satoru with a deadlift suplex. Went for the stomp, but Graves rolled out of the way, and Graves went for the crossbody, but got yeeted into her space basically there. Where Satoru does a little dance. Sort of like clawing at the shoulder there, trying to weaken some of Graves' power. Because Graves is not like he's not a high flyer, but he's a really good submissions expert, really good at manipulating a limb. He uses his arms for a lot of his stuff too. And, oh, sort of grinding Satoru's face on the rope. Actually, I think he was choking him with it. And, oh my god. Look, it separate the shoulder there. Focused on the arms of Satoru. This is smart from Graves. And the knee to the back, and posturing to the crowd. Graves looking for the open. Graves wants looking to end it with the lost soul. And it took one to put away Yamashita last week. Will it be the same here? 1, 2. No, Satoru kicks out. And the stomps right to the hand of Satoru. Oh, went for a knee drop from the middle rope, but Satoru rolled out the way, and Satoru. Big shin breaker to Graves. And the massive lariat. That's not all, he's looking to follow that up. Like for the strong slam. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Satoru!
Satoru Matsuda pulls off the major upset against Alex Graves. Well, I do need to decide on number one contender for the World Championships next week. I will put Satoru in a match with Dr. Wrestling Jr. Actually, no. Do I want to make it a triple threat involving Graves? Actually, no. I'll give Graves something international title related. I'll just make the match next week 1-on-1 between Satoru and Doc. But that was the main event. That was the show. Thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed. If this was your first PBW vs AVW show, it was a lot of fun. I love fun doing it, and I'll see you all. Well, on my Twitch channel, I'll see you all on Friday because I just do like random gaming stuff. A triple threat with William Black, that would be good. I think I will do that, yeah. I'll give Graves something against someone else next week then. I don't know. But yeah, I will see you all on Friday for a random gaming stream. But if you want the next PBW vs AVW episode, that'll be next Tuesday. And I'll see you all for that. As always, thank you for watching. You're awesome. Have a good night.